We all want to kick off 2015 on the right financial foot, and to do that, there are a few things you definitely should not be spending your money on. Here with the details is the MarketWatch moneyologist, Quentin Fottrell. Quentin, thanks very much for being here.
My pleasure.
Now, I want to start with one on the list. It's a little counterintuitive after all of these security breaches we've seen this year. You guys say do not pay for the credit monitoring service. Why?
Right. Well, banks give they have zero liability for consumers when it comes to fraudulent charges, so you're covered there. Most companies will, I mean, this costs around $15 to $100 a year, but most of the companies you deal with, your banks will give you some free credit monitoring, and you can put transaction alerts on your account to show whether there are withdrawals being made above a certain amount. And also, with credit bureaus won't alert you when fraudulent charges are being made. They'll only alert you when new accounts are being set up in your name.
All right, so not necessarily very cost effective. Next up on the list, you guys said no to bottled water. I drink bottled water all the time. Right,
bottled water, you know, since it first came along, 30 years ago, it's gone up 2,700%. People spent $10.3 billion on bottled water. Now, it's a sort of a waste of money if you consider that this comes out of your tap. Most water filters will cost you about $25. Now, you do need filters for those to replace every year, but they're pretty cheap. But most importantly, 45% of bottled water brands are sourced from the municipal water supply. And in case you don't know what that is, it's the same stuff that comes out of your tap.
Okay, now I feel very foolish. Now, next up, you guys are basically forecasting the death of DVDs, right? We had to see this one coming.
Right, yeah, people are just not buying DVDs anymore. Sales of DVDs have plummeted in the last year. Revenue for DVD rental subscriptions also have fallen about 19%. On the other hand, the digital movie purchases have soared nearly 50% to over $1 billion in the last year. So you can see where the trends are going. You know, people are streaming movies like The Interview, and they're not buying the DVD.
Yeah, that's a good thing to skip. All right, you guys also have memory sticks on here. I can't remember the last time I used a memory stick.
Good, because they carry viruses, because if you get a virus on your memory stick from a file, you're going to take that from computer to computer. And unlike
IT departments just love that.
Right, and unlike cloud storage, you can't leave your cloud storage system in the Starbucks when you're checking your emails. So, and a lot of companies have slashed prices on cloud storage, and they're giving it away for free because they want you to be more engaged with their brand.
Yeah, definitely take the free option. Last on the list, mini tablets. I mean, is it an iPad? Is it a phone? Like, what's going on?
Right, so the iPhone 6 Plus, there are some reports that have said that 60% of all phablet, that's like half phone, half tablet.
Sure, tablet.
Right, like very large phones were the iPhone Plus. So it just goes to show that a lot of people are moving toward the larger phone than the mini tablet, and then they're using the larger tablets for use at home, because you can't really, a lot of those mini tablets, you can't really carry them on the subway. And most importantly, unless you're using Skype, you can't make phone calls from them.
Yeah, they're kind of useless. All right, a lot more on that list on MarketWatch.com. Quentin, thanks very much for being here.
My pleasure.